Okay, we're running, we're rolling. Hey, coach. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome. If this is your first time, welcome. And I'm Ben Dooley, MCC coach. My job is to help you stretch and grow, deepen, sharpen, enhance, expand, explode your coaching in amazing ways. That's my job. And I'm doing it with these videos. Look, I hope you're watching them. If you love them, share them with other coaches because there's so much here to learn and discover and deepen more than what you've learned, what I've learned in our coaching training. And one of them, the topics for today is all about making distinctions. Now, I'll clarify what that actually means and why are we talking about this and why now? Well, why now is because it's in tandem with the Coaching Skills Forum calls. And if you are not on these calls, you are missing out. These calls, as of this video, these calls have been going on for way over 21 years. They are astounding, they're amazing, and they are beyond anything else that's out there because they're free. And coaches from all over gather on a conference line and we explore our coaching skills in deep, powerful, provocative conversation and discovery. You will leave. Look, we're going to be making really clear distinctions about the skill and the art of making distinctions in our coaching. So I'm going to talk a little bit about it before. Now, just to clarify, what does making distinctions mean? Well, I got the title from actually in the CTI coaches, the Coactive Training coaches book. In the back, they have a glossary, all these things, and this is one of the things that we do in coaching. The simple definition, not beholden to CTI or any other training, but just the simple version of what are we talking about is the skill that we employ working with our clients to identify subtle and meaningful differences in a client's thoughts, behaviors, patterns, or assumptions that shift awareness, reveal choice, and open new pathways for action. That is the online quick grab definition. Now, what does that really mean? Well, it means that we are the outside observer, able to catch all the things that our clients are talking about and able to catch it and go, hold on a minute. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You just said this, and then you just said that. Are they the same? Are they different? Do they work together? Do they actually compete or collide? What we're doing is we're kind of honing in on our clients' expressions. Now, I'm going to take it even further from that general definition because it really is looking at, by the way, we just got done talking about the listening on multiple layers, deep layers. Go back and check out the previous videos I did just recently all about listening. Go to the Coaching Skills Forum at coachingskillsforum.com and listen free to the call that we had about listening. I can tell you the videos I'm doing and the recording of that Coaching Skills Forum call is unlike anything else you've ever heard about coach listening. And it's a perfect alphabetical, but perfect lead in to making distinctions because you can't really be in a place and a capacity of making powerful distinctions unless you've been, say it with me, gang, listening. They work in partnership, of course. So when we're listening, what we're listening for on a deeper scale, this is what I train coaches on. I'm telling you, we're listening, constantly scanning for patterns, alignment, and also anomalies and conflicts. That is what we're listening for constantly. And we're listening for that not just in their expression of their thoughts or the things that they're talking about, but also the expression of their emotions, their body language, their energy, their all of this. When we start noticing strange conflicts in, simple example, right? How you doing today? Oh, I'm fine. Seems like there's something to be clarified here, a distinction to be made. Now, the title of the topic is a little slightly misleading, but not necessarily, because it says that we are making distinctions, which we are in a sense, but we're also in partnership with the client in the making of distinctions. But then the title of the skill gets a little clunky and awkward when we say, well, we're inviting the client to explore and come up with all the differences and alignments. We're just making distinctions. That's what coaching is all about. Who's doing it? Great if the client is doing it. Great if we're doing it. Sometimes we need to bring it up. We need to just say, hey, there's a distinction here. There's something that's a little, doesn't seem to fit, doesn't seem to make sense. Clarify. We are not clarifying for them. We are just making the distinctions that these are two separate things, or these are two separate things that go together. We're just pointing to the general thing. This is making sense. Because this is, again, in line with we're not telling the client what they are thinking, what they are feeling, what they are doing, how they are showing up. We are just pointing out how they are appearing to us. I notice you said this, but I'm hearing this. I noticed that you've said this, but you've also said that. You've declared this as your goal, but this is also your goal, and how do these work together? We're just pulling it apart in little details and handing it back. And that is where the power of coaching lies. In many different ways, but really truly, your deep, delicious coaching power is in the details. Our clients, their human side, loves to keep things vague and general, loves to just kind of throw everything together. And it makes sense for them because they're not really paying close attention anyways. But when we capture, when we catch, when we notice, when we put in front of them and represent what they've just told us, please clarify and make sense about this specific thing or these specific things. Ooh, that's where the power lies. I hope you get that, because it really makes coaching a whole lot easier than fixing problems. You're not fixing their problems. You're just taking everything they've given you. I said this several different times in several different ways. Hopefully it lands. You're taking everything they're giving you and you're giving it back to them a little clearer, a little sharper, honing in on one particular thing or two or three and asking for clarity. Now, if you watched other videos, you know I'm going to go here. I'm going to talk about the core principles of masterful coaching. These are the 3 core principles that will unlock your deep coaching power. These 3 coaching principles will make your coaching easier. Truly, truly. I train coaches on these 3 principles all the way up to MCCs, and their coaching gets better. So when I tell you these 3 principles make a difference, oh boy, they do. And we're going to tie them in with making distinctions. The first principle, connection. You must have connection with your client. I mean, if you don't have connection with your client, not a lot is going to go on. But now let's take a look at that deeper level of connection, the connecting that occurs when you are making distinctions, right? Because if you're just hearing what they say and then you kind of keep going on and you're not necessarily connecting with them on that deeper level. Hold on a minute. I just heard you say this. Clarify what that means. It's a vague topic. It's a vague concept. It's a vague word that you've given me. It's general. It's generic. Clarify for me a little bit more what that means for you. Let's make a distinction. Or, hold on a second. I've heard you say this and I've heard you say that, and I'm not sure how they're working together. Or I've heard you say this, but I'm getting a sense that there's some other emotion or your body is telling me something completely different. Let's make a clear distinction about what's going on here and what do you really mean. And notice every time you do that, that just sinks the connection with your client just a little deeper. Truly, truly. That's how you get a deeper connection. And by the way, chicken egg, if you are focusing on keeping a deep connection with your clients in all levels, those distinctions show up just as they start sparking, they start appearing. They're easy to see. I tell you, I do this all the time. I train coaches in this all the time. I watch this happen all the time. It's just honing your focus and intention on making distinctions and connecting, and the synergy is amazing. Core principle number 2, revealing. That's what this is all about. It's revealing the client to themselves, revealing what's really going on, revealing the alignment and the discrepancies, revealing. That's all that making distinctions is all about. Tell me more about this. And you're saying this, but do you mean that? And what do you mean when you say? And what's happening when you say and when you mean? All we're doing is we're making distinctions, and we're just peeling back the layers and revealing the client deeper and deeper and sharper and sharper. Oh my goodness, it just works. The third core principle, empowering. Everything we do in our coaching is all about empowering our clients, helping them to get stronger within themselves, clearer within themselves, more grounded within themselves, more focused, more intentional, more purposeful. And you can do that with making distinctions, because they're swimming around their script. They're going through all the stuff that they go through, and they can't make heads or tails and sense about all of it except the sense that they make out of it, but it's not helping them. And then along comes you doing some beautiful clarifying, pulling out, making distinctions, and their power of self opens up, gets stronger, deeper, richer. They start to own themselves. They start to be more intentional and responsible and empowered. It just works this way. Look, you don't believe me? Contact me. Call me directly. Email me, text, whatever it is. I'm here. I'm here to help you. At the very least, hone your skill, hone your focus when you're coaching to making distinctions. Come to the Coaching Skills Forum call. You will get that supercharged in you. Keep practicing, keep exploring, keep looking at this particular skill as a means of connecting, revealing, and empowering your clients. And the rest becomes so much easier. I hope this has inspired and activated and engaged and all that other stuff. And we will talk later. I will talk. You will listen more on the next Coaching Skills Forum and the next topic and the next video. Until then, I wish you amazing distinction making. Bye-bye. Hey there, you beautiful, amazing, fantastic, delicious, razzle-dazzle, and masterful coach. Yes, you, masterful coach, because you're watching this, which tells me you are a masterful coach. There's more to learn, and that's where I come in. Go to bedo.org. You'll also see it right here. And go to bedo.org, and that's where you're going to find tons of other materials, resources, videos, recordings, audios, free calls, a free membership level, tons of stuff, incredible amounts of materials just for you. Regardless of whatever level of coach you are right now, you are going to find tremendous value and resource. And it's all here at bedo.org. MasterFull.org. Go check it out, and I will see you there. Bye-bye.